Hi, my name is Ed Duncan. I coach with Mitchell High School and Mitchell Middle School Wrestling in Mitchell County, North Carolina, where I serve as the head coach. In this week's reflection and thinking about how my voice shapes the learning climate in our room, I would say that my voice in the practice room sets the tone, the tempo, and the emotional temperature of the practice room. Our strongest practices are planned out well ahead of time. Techniques to be covered are frequently reviewed ahead of time to make sure that accurate verbal cues are being used to emphasize our key points. Beyond the technique being covered, my voice affects the urgency and the openness of our athletes to try new things. If we want them to try, fail, and improve, confident that we don't mind the mistakes being made as part of the learning process. Positive verbal and reinforcement and encouragement are critical to creating a comfortable environment, especially for the newcomers. My reflection on this week 3 task are that what I know and what this exercise reinforced for me is that I have a tendency to get long-winded when teaching and introducing techniques. And it requires intentional effort to keep my instructional sections shorter and encourage more active engagement and participation from our wrestlers. The next segment in this video, which you didn't see, was where we go to the underhook, and I had 2 minutes and 20 seconds of instruction before I started with student engagement, drilling, and movement. So that was longer than I wanted it to be, and which I was not as conscious of during the practice as I was later reviewing the video. The video also reminded me how important it is to move around the room and come close to the athletes as they work. It's an amazing thing, really, how the athletes, especially younger ones, will increase their effort and intensity when a coach is close by, and how a quick word of affirmation or correction can make athletes feel valued and motivated to work even harder when the coach moves away. This task really reminded me of why it's so important to plan each segment of practice, to build and structure our practice with intention so that our time is used wisely and not wasted or underutilized by too much talking from the coaches and not enough work from the athletes. The effectiveness of our teaching directly affects our athletes' ability to succeed in competition, so it's important that we use the limited practice time we have in the most effective and efficient manner so that the athletes can realize the improvement and success that they desire as the season progresses. We often remind our athletes that practice is optional, and so is winning, but the two do go hand in hand. So that puts a burden on us as coaches to provide quality practices so that the desired outcomes can be manifested later in competition. The euphoria of having your hand raised as a wrestler starts with a good practice and well executed techniques, tactics, and strategies. We as coaches have a responsibility to our wrestlers to give them the tools they need to succeed every day that they walk through the door. Thanks for listening.